Clown. You're talking about Mo? Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic. I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to kneeling over for good. Poor guy. We didn't have any chance, so Ben took him back to his room. Or choice. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. What happened? You ditched him, okay? Why the plaza's entrance? You think the puppet did it? If the puppet did it, does that mean Trillo goes to jail or Ben does? Do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your warm lodging house have been a better idea?
Objection!
Radine! Happy Tuesday. How you doing? Mr. Phoenix, Wright? I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thinker. At least my teachers always said I was. Heading towards the scene of the crime. Are you sure it was really Max? Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup. Get the wax out of your ears, lawyers nowadays. You're like talking to a brick wall. You like Von Karma the most? There's a lot of good prosecutors in the series. Max's three-piece getup, jeez. Could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. Hat, white roses, and the cloak, right? Okay. It's a very big thing. That's one of his things. Okay. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trillo? That's right. That makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense, and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Like Transformers. Is there something amiss? There's no proof it was Max. You saw the three things, but not Max. Wait a sec. There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica. Hey, you still don't get it, do you? I saw what I saw. It was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's say it all together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright. I know, but I want to see the face. Showed up. We'll probably go back to that second to last statement, press again, and say something different. At what time did the police arrive at the scene? Suppose that'd be around... Hey, what time was it? It was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30, I think. Practice ended at 10, so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is... Will you shut up? You big-nosed dope. Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we stayed outside in that weather? Well, maybe you were waiting for someone. What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can do without your offhanded series. But this witness is cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright, who do you suppose this witness was waiting for out in the cold? I'm gonna say Regina.
Take that!
Well, if he was waiting outside and cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Blah! We just killed Trillo. He exploded like one of those punch-out machines. Am I mistaken? He lives! Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares what I was waiting for, who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it. Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Yeah, he's invincible. He's immortal right now. Seems that at this stage, I have no reason to doubt the witness's testimony. I mean, there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Triller wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of the bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick? Wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Oh, yeah. I think so. I don't know anymore. Let's go second to last. So this one. Press again. Let's see what else we can ask about. Ben only saw Max. Oh yeah, you'd have to see. Where's the ringleader? What's strange? But you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? We are going on with this, Mr. Wright. Where? Who else are you supposed to witness should have seen? Guy who died.
Take that!
That's the victim. That's correct. If Trillo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? I see. Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all the time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Yeah. Makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant as the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the... There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright. I spilled the beans for real this time. It's true. I was waiting for Regina. Pain. Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time. And I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Propose? To a 16-year-old who can accept that thing. What's the matter? You think the humans have a monopoly on marriage? The matter of a puppet marriage is not under review in this case. If I have the link of this Detective Pikachu leaked movie, is it fine to put it in Discord? No. I'd rather you not, because that's kind of... I'd rather not have, like, pirated things like that. Because I want to see the movie. Like, I really want to see the movie. You're the judge! I mean, look at your whole outfit. More pain! Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now, we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Why is Trillo always so angry? Don't be surprised that I was gonna propose to Regina. If I ever had to give her, I even had something to give her. I keep it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. No, you don't. You were going to propose. A puppet? Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her, too. Judge, look, we already get the... Like, the pedo feels. We don't need more... Duh. No. No. His honor is looking a little less honorable right now. Yeah, and very creepy. He's going to be on trial soon. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination. Sigh. What was with that sigh in the end? Could be your grandchild, dude. It's disgusting. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct, to Regina? Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang. Right, Ben? Yeah. Got it? That's the truth. What was it exactly that you planned on giving her? You know exactly what I was going to give him, numbskull. The only thing I can find that can match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring? Wow, these two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Francisco Whip looks like he's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that will probably be enough to shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad. I already know I'm supposed to probably present something later. I don't want to do that. Don't be such a coward. Fine. We will. We just got told off by Maya. I ain't gonna stand for that. It got leaked by one of the actors of the movie? That's rude. Why would they do that? They just screwed themselves over being in probably in any future movie now. Yeah, they totally screwed themselves. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to a... Yeah! I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm gonna have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise his test? I'd like to stick to facts. You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. An engagement ring. Uh-huh, it's exactly a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. It's more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it. It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch on him. Okay, that literally did nothing. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben can pull that off? I'm sorry, really. You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing. Really? So you went to the lodging house to give it to her? That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way. Uppity snob? You couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his wood block in half, and not with magic. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. Wow. Who is Max reminding you of? So, you are still thinking of trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am. Spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give up that easily. Metaton? Oh, dude, he does. Wow, you are right. He's even got, like, the tattoo on his face. He's got that freaking, I don't know what you call that, flamboyancy. Oh, good catch, Fantasia. I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? Oh, this is the end of it. Okay. So going to the end. Okay. Then what do you call this? Trillo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh, looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring? That's mine! Give it back, thief! Thief! Did you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? Explosions! What's going on here? That's... Ben, say something. Don't put me on the spot like that, Trillo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean that room they put money, like a bank vault? That filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. Oh, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after shiniest things he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trillo, when was this ring stolen from you? I suppose it was that time, that night of the crime. What did you just say? Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess might be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken that time. No. Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. That has nothing to do with anything, especially not with who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what it has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted the thing. Not I, Mr. Trilloquist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after the ring snatching monkey Money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all this slow, old loafy fool called Ben's fault. Always fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That indeed is an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What could that possibly be? There's a flaw in the testimony. He wasn't there the whole time. There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory. Which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene.
Objection!
Come on. I believe. I really need to get another light. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something surpassed this vigilant ventriloquist?
Objection!
Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get the dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw the wordless liar. Just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw that night. Ha! Told you so many times you don't even know why my story's not changing. I've already changed your story, stick boy. And I'm sure it will change some more. Where there's one lie, there's usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. Yeah. Damn, can't see it. Witnessing Max. I'll give you what I was waiting for that night for Regina. Give you that. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. Absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that means that money didn't show up till after you saw Max. That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, I'll see. I'd say about, well, I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with the thing that you do very well. Sure thing, Judge. You got it.
Hold it!
So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up. You should think about how many eyes I actually had. I got 4, you know. 4, counting Benzicles. With that many eyes, do you really think someone would have slipped by me? 4 eyes is an awfully lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. The judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trillo, because he's that dumb.
Hold it!
So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night? Of course, that's where I saw him coming from. Staring at the entrance of the tent the entire time. Makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina.
Hold it!
About what time would you say those events took place? These events. You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out for yourself. You already know the practice finished at promptly at 10. You already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't have to be a brain surgeon to know what time it was when I saw him. 10 minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about it first. Ow! This was 10:10. Sounds about right. Sounds about right because that's what time I saw Max on the scene.
Hold it!
He said good evening, but he didn't say anything back. Ow. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon and during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to say? Let me guess. That's not it, Trillo. You say good evening at night. Sorry, Trillo. Mr. Quist, I prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom. Impossible. Performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better. There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of a testimony. Why did he say good evening? Doesn't he hate him? I would think he would just ignore him. Give him a cold shoulder, right? I'm loving your emotes, by the way, Redeem. And make sure, and let me know if I'm saying your name right. Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? Strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I would understand. That hurt. Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. The reason that Trillo would ever say something nice to Max? I want to know about proving that with evidence. Bluffing is everything in this world. sure you already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. It's red dime. Red dime. Why does it only have one D? Witness will resume his testimony. Let's hold it up for the rest of it, and then look at the thing to present. You're 100% absolutely sure of what you just said. I told you already. Jeez, I'm absolutely sure. Redeem. Yeah, okay, we'll get it. There is no way that he could be of any confidence than that, right? The three ridiculous symbols, huh? Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now. Nailed it. Thank you very much. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere. I think so too. So okay, we're gonna go to good evening. Okay, there's a piece of evidence. Oh, whoa. You would not say to somebody who just knocked you over the head. I was gonna do that or the ring. I'll go with this.
Objection!
Trillo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? Exactly, Radine. Like, it doesn't mean that. Because he hadn't said anything about his face. He just saw the three things. A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't a big deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement, at most. A disagreement doesn't usually end with someone getting clonked over the head. Or exploding. That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? There was no batteries, it was just assault. Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they could have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say, "Good evening," to his rival.
Objection!
Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame this offendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just, That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? He saw someone else. Good night, Fantasia. Have a great one. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kinds of city is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe that person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met with Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian. That is why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. That's in the... You? Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trillo saw that evening? Probably the ringmaster.
Take that!
Considering the ill temper of the witness, there's only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it's not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, right. It was Vassal Barry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. Explosions! No. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo. Isn't that correct? Oh. Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Ah! I can imagine him exploding, and every time he's having to go walk around, pick it. Sorry. Thank you. Head's over here, thanks. Anybody found his other arm? Oh, thanks. Okay. Wait a second. Well, first I thought it was the old man, but once I got a better look at him, it's obviously Maximilian. It's high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. Problem is identifying who that person was. Was it Max? Or was it Ringmaster? Dark Happy Tuesday. Yeah, stop putting springs in the pot. The prosecution argues that it was the defendant, as the witness saw that night. The witness was clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols? Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man. You gotta remember them by now. Here we go. Everyone, all together. Here we go. Yes, we know. Silk cloak, hat, and white roses.
Objection!
You hear the whole time? I just didn't see you type in the chat. If you guys want a hello, you gotta type in chat. And hope I see it. A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone would wear them. They'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Miss Von Karma? Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, if that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. I think we finally won a point in this one. Woo! That is very unfortunate. You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you mean? This can't be good. You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but who that person was cannot be answered by the next witness. Eh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian responsible for this crime. Very well. Court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. Slam! Okay. You know, I'd have to say this is a perfect time for our own recess, as I need to get up, use the restroom, stretch, and have another bottle of water. So let's do that real quick. Everyone join me. All together now. Water, bathroom, stretch. The 3 things you should be doing in between each long gaming session.